That's Billy Idol and Moni Moni 810. I know, I saw a picture of Billy Idol the other day, and now he looks today.
Oh.
And boy, he needs the help of our friends from Ice Secret real bad.
Really?
Yeah.
No, you make me want to Google this. Stop distracting me.
You're not aging so well.
But you know, that's how it is, right? Some people just don't age well.
Yeah, I know. Take
but
a look at me.
You can't in today's day. Oh, what? FD. Alrighty.
Yes.
Let's get talking.
Yes.
Okay? This is episode 2 of Pantry to Plate, and we welcome back Daren Teo.
Thank you for having me again. So
Founder
exciting.
Of the Pantry Boy.
Absolutely.
And you are here actually to prove to us that Valentine's Day, it doesn't mean the fancy restaurants. It doesn't mean the expensive ingredients. Today, you're going to be showing us how love can start right from our pantries.
Of course.
So cooking for someone you love. I've always wondered this. Do you get out there and impress, or do you do the comfort thing? Because that Valentine's dinner is make or break, you know.
Oh, that's true.
Is it though?
Yeah, come on.
Is it though?
You know, come on. You know, you're dating. You're going, hey, let me cook you dinner for Valentine. You cannot bring out the burnt steak, you know.
Can I just say that even if you're married, those dinners should count.
It counts. It definitely counts. But
yeah.
So how I see it is, when you cook for someone, especially if like you're a home cook, you enjoy cooking, people tend to overthink, over prep, and overdo it.
Okay.
You know, it's fine if you think about it. If your husband or your wife cooks you well done, like this steak is congratulations level.
Yeah,
it's cooked, right?
It's cooked.
You know, it's cooked. Are you gonna be mad? I feel like you'll be like, yeah, it wasn't the best, but it's fine. You know, it's the thought that counts, it's the effort that counts. So the question is, how much should you go? I would say, if you had the time and if you were so nervous about it, maybe you could practice.
Okay.
But then again, I feel like for me, it's more fun to be vulnerable and,
wow,
you know, figure it out on that day itself.
FD, let's just take a moment here.
Yes.
Coming from Daren, he and his wife, right? Both culinary professionals.
Exactly, yes.
And they're all like, when he has fun, it still works out okay.
Yeah.
It's edible. It tastes great.
When
it
I have
looks
fun,
great.
the people who eat end up in hospital, no?
Or like SCDF drops by your
they drop
place
by,
to rescue you,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And your kitchen on fire.
Yeah.
So it's easy for him to say, Daren, really? Okay. No, but I hear you in the sense that keep it simple. You're saying that keep it simple, have fun with it, right? It's important.
I mean, if you're so stressed and you're gonna be like, you can't have a good time if you're so stressed.
That's true.
So keep it to like, don't try to do a 5-course meal. Do a main. So just cook a steak, cook some vegetables, and cook some starch, like a rice, a potato, and then you have a small dessert. Okay. You don't want to be too full on Valentine's Day.
Okay.
Which is true.
How are you going to go for your run after Valentine's Day?
Nice that you called it a run. I was thinking of other things. You're talking about running.
I'm healthy.
Okay.
I'm trying to be healthier this year.
It's super kosher.
It's the first time I've heard it called a run.
It's like I know. Oh my God, I was about to contribute to that. No, don't trick me. So, if you are cooking for someone for the first time, what do you feel is the kind of dish that will send that right message without being too much?
I would say, if you're asking me what I would cook, I would say like Valentine's Day, do something like a steak, something with doneness. To me, it shows technique.
Okay.
It's typically expensive in Singapore to get a steak.
Yeah.
It's not something you eat normally. But I would say if you are just getting started with cooking, cook what is comfort to you. Cook what is meaningful to you. Okay. And then that kind of like transcends what kind of person you are. I guess if you're trying to communicate to somebody like, oh, you mean so much to me.
Yep.
You want to communicate who you are. And food is a way of communicating. It's like...
That's true. Very true.
I have met people that I eaten with them and like, we can be friends, but we can't date because it's just like, yo, there's too much cheese tofu in your mala, man.
Actually, that's true. See, hey, take it from the professional.
Here's the question I want to ask though. So Valentine's Day, we're cooking a meal. You want it to be a healthy meal. Maybe your partner's a person who believes in health. So you're not going to be cooking the steak. You're thinking of fish.
Yeah.
Generally, fish I understand, but there are two fish I don't understand. How do you get them right? One is cod. How do you get cod right?
So cod is cod is simple. Okay, if you want to cook cod, this works for Chinese New Year, this works for Valentine's Day. Search the Nobu cod recipe. It's miso marinated. Basically, you just take a slice of cod. You can get it from like the supermarket.
Yeah.
The frozen one works fine because cod typically comes frozen from in Singapore. And then what you do is you make this miso soy sauce sugar paste, and you really bury it in the paste and let it sit for 3 days.
Okay.
So by the time it comes out, it's cured already. It's so marinated through.
Right.
Yep.
And then chuck it in the air fryer
Okay.
or oven, and you're just gonna cook it till it chars on the outside. It's okay if it's overcooked because cod is has so much fat
Yeah.
that it's still gonna be soft and tender. If it comes out tough, most probably you got a too cheap of a cod,
Yeah.
or you really cremated it in the oven.
in the oven.
And then just order KFC and laugh about it.
Okay.
Yeah,
Now,
I think that's a good idea.
So the other thing, just one more before we go,
Okay.
before we cross over, is salmon.
Mm-hmm.
Salmon, sometimes when you cook it, you get that white stuff that comes
Yeah.
up. People say that means it's overcooked.
Comes out on the outside.
Yeah.
It's fine. Basically salmon, get something high quality and
Yeah.
cook it to 50 degrees. 50. So you get a thermometer, and if you're using like a pin, just like put it in and then like feel it. It should be warm and it's done.
Oh,
Yeah, that's how you get the nice.
so
doneness.
technically it's even easier than cod.
Yeah, and get something sashimi grade. So even if you really undercook it, you're not gonna like end up in the hospital.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay, we're going to head on to our Facebook Live. Come and join us as the discussion continues.
Mornings are now the best.
Hey, good morning, everyone. All right, Daren Teo from the Pantry Boy himself is right
absolutely.
here. Daren, I'm going to share some stuff from you from Facebook. Winston says, good morning and hello, Pantry Boy. And Andy says, long time no see, Daren. Can I tapao and heat it up? Is that considered cooking?
I mean, if it's
You
what
see-
you wanna
You
eat,
see, like, Andy,
you know.
why you like that? Huh? Eh.
Lazy bugger.
Your significant other could be tuning in. No? She might take away the microwave just to...
Maybe this is his idea for
I mean,
the significant
if you tapao, cut from MBS, I'll be happy to eat cut.
Yeah, that's true. That's
Right?
true.
If you
Okay.
tapao burnt ends, I'm like,
Yeah.
thank you for tapaoing.
Look at that.
I love tapao.
So Andy can only tapao is from katla or what is it, burnt ends, okay? Alrighty. The discussion continues. Yes.
So, what's the one guiding principle that you would teach someone to turn something simple into something special?
Okay, so basically the question is, how do you make a product like a protein turn into a meal?
Okay.
Okay, so
Yeah.
this is the basic rules of cooking. So you go to culinary school, these are the rules, okay?
Okay.
You have your protein, you must have a sauce, and you must have a vegetable, and you must have a carb.
Okay.
So that's a main course plate. If you want to be extra fancy, you add a puree below. It's something like a sauce. Is a blended vegetable that's been cooked.
Yeah.
So typically, if you are starting to cook,
Yep.
then I would say there are foolproof sauces you can make that would definitely taste good. For example,
okay.
if we like, I'll say the generic sauce. I serve it at the restaurants I work for. So it's a miso cream sauce. So a miso cream sauce has earthy tones. It works with chicken, works with fish, works with beef. It's very generic. So just sweat some vegetables. It could be onion, just onion, with some butter.
Okay.
It's translucent. Add in a tablespoon of miso,
Oh.
and then you pour in cooking or whipping cream. So you're just gonna let that reduce by half,
Okay.
and it will naturally thicken. From there, you add in a little bit of herbs. You can put thyme, you can put rosemary,
Right.
and then just strain it, and then you serve that. Pairs with anything, any kinds of protein, even if it's just vegetable. Like if you were to take asparagus,
Yep.
you can even just microwave it till it's cooked, and then you pour over some miso cream sauce.
Wow.
And that works. Like, it's a crowd pleaser, especially in our region where there's not many people that are intolerant to soy.
Yeah.
So it's like
Yeah.
you really can't go wrong with something like that.
Yeah. Okay.
I want to eat that right now. I want to
I'm
eat that
telling you,
right
your
now.
husband's listening. He's hoping you cook that dish.
Oh, why can't he cook for me?
Can
don't
cook
know.
together,
Can
don't need to
cook
fight.
together?
There's an idea. Cook together.
You know what? Daren Teo, the Pantry Boy, bringing about world peace
Yes.
in domestic kitchens.
One couple at a time.
One couple at a time. That's why. Yeah. All right. This might be an easy challenge for you, but do you think you can give us 3 easy to make meals under 30 minutes? For example, for the carb lover, the meat lover, or for the anything also can lah. I eat to live, not live to eat.
Okay.
Let's start with the carb lover.
So
Yeah.
carb lover, I would say if it's Valentine's Day and Chinese New Year is next week, cook a pasta.
Okay.
That's the easiest, right? I mean,
Yeah.
could be a carbonara, could be, if you want to be fancy, get like a lobster, and then you can cook a lobster pasta. It might be a bit challenging. Head over to my page. There's a recipe there. I did it last year. It was pretty good. But you know, cook a pasta. Cook something simple. Okay, get some bacon. Get some mushrooms. Slice it up. Just saute it together. Once it gets nice and brown, add your blanched pasta in. From there, you can add tomato sauce. You can just use canned tomatoes. It's fine. Or if you wanna use cream, you can use cream for like a cream-based thing. Add a little bit of herbs. Could be basil. Could be thyme. Let that simmer.
Yeah.
And it's done. Like that's a carb lover kind of dish. It should be done in about. I could do it in about 15-20 minutes. Maybe you would take
Mere mortals would be
30-ish. I guess it's fine. You know, just by keeping it simple, so you see like just one dish.
Yep.
And then most importantly, taste as you go. Make sure you don't you can always remind yourself you can always add salt. You cannot take away salt.
Right,
So as you
right.
season, go light at the start. And then you build your flavors.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, you
okay,
find
okay,
that that's
okay.
a common mistake when people do pasta. Like they kind of like
Okay.
over season, over salt it.
Typically, if you are cooking at home
Yeah.
and you're wondering why your food doesn't taste good, most probably it's not salty enough and it's
Okay.
not fatty enough. So the amount of butter I add into the dishes of like the restaurants that I work for,
Yeah.
into like as when the chef presents the dish, like I submit the recipe, he presents the dish like, oh, not nice. So it happened so many times. And I'm like, oh, I'm just a fat boy. Like when I cook, it's like we add in a tablespoon of butter at the end just for the vibes, and it just rounds the flavor.
Okay.
Got it.
We're going to head back on air to talk about what are those dishes, especially for the meat lover or that person who just eats to live.
That's Shaka Khan, and I feel for you. 8:22. We are talking to Daren Teo, the Pantry Boy, about food that you can prepare this Valentine's Day. I love the idea of both of you getting together to do it.
Why are you staring at me? Why?
Because you said you wanted your husband to cook. So I'm thinking that you and him, you know, send the children to the in-laws or what.
What?
Then you and he both cook. And
I
then,
want him
and
to
then
cook
give
for
you-
me.
then you can, you know, it can
What?
get
No, I
a
want
lot of
him to
fun.
cook for me. No, stop it. Why? Why you cannot have me? What?
I'm trying to get
Why?
to help the males here. Because I
work
don't want
so
women
hard
getting
with-
sick.
What? Oh, like that. Huh? Oh, okay. Yeah. Then for my safety.
For your safety,
I
you cook together, you see.
You know what? We were just like on Facebook Live, and we were diving into that quick recipe, right?
Yeah.
For
Yeah,
the
for
various
carb lovers.
for the kind of foodie that you are. And just a quick hint, okay? If you need inspiration or you need the recipes, head on over to Daren's Instagram, The Pantry Boy. Because we're talking about this lobster pasta dish,
Yeah.
and it's actually on your Instagram, right?
Yes.
Actually, I've
Oh.
had a couple of lobster pastas and it's really good. Lobster
haven't had
pasta is
Daren's one?
Overpriced shrimp, you know, that's what it is.
yeah,
But
basically, but it
it's
tastes
nice.
good.
Yeah.
It tastes really good.
So we talked about the carb lover, right? Just an easy to make meal that's doable under 30 minutes. Now we move on to the meat lover.
Okay.
What do you say?
So meat lover, okay, if you wanna take it, the easiest way is just cook a steak. Get something that is not too. Okay, so there's a good middle point. You is right below wagyu. You can get
oh,
get a ribeye. So ribeye is the prime, is the easiest cut to cook for
Okay.
steak.
Oh, okay.
All right. The common misconception is you need to get a really hot or very expensive pan.
Yeah.
What you need is actually, I realized, cooking weights. So if you want to sear a steak at home, like typically our fires are not that big. So if you add a weight, I've got really fancy cooking weights. It gives it that kind of restaurant quality sear.
Oh, okay.
But if you don't have it, just get your spatula and press. Because basically as you put your protein down, it
Yes.
tends to want to curl up. So by adding a weight, makes it flat.
Makes that
and makes
contact there,
Oh,
right?
I see.
So get a steak, get something that's not too thin. You want to get something about maybe like this is where length matters. About 2 inches, I guess, 2.5 inches.
No, yes, length of the weight. Yes, I know what you mean. Yes,
So why do you
okay.
want the something that's not too short? Is if it's too thin,
yeah, I know why.
it's gonna overcook too quickly. So it becomes tough.
So this about the thickness of the steak is
Yeah, yeah,
important.
yeah.
Okay, what is the ideal thickness again?
I would say not. At least 2 inches.
Oh,
at
like
least
2
2 inches.
digits. Yeah,
that's a
one
good.
is about an inch, right?
Yeah, so
Yeah.
two digits of your
2
finger.
digits of your finger. That's a good amount.
Okay.
You will normally, if your ribeye about that thickness, will be maybe about 400-500 grams. So
Okay.
then one steak for 2 people. That's about
Okay.
250 grams. You should. It's
all
enough
about
for everybody.
Sharing for Valentine's Day,
Yeah.
you know. Wink, wink. Hey, I was just thinking, if you don't have the weights, right? Just you want to show your
Use your
woman,
hand,
right?
right?
Yeah, how much
Then-
of you are just and then you're like, yeah, baby, look at me, and she'll be having this look of horror on her face, but she'll be like, weirdly enough, I want to procreate with you, you know, like yeah.
There's a kitchen saying that don't do dumb things.
Oh,
Yeah. So like
sorry.
don't burn yourself.
sorry.
There's some,
Never mind, what? Got 2 hands, one burn.
there,
never
there's
mind.
some women who won't be impressed and she'll go, you got your hand on the food, you're not wearing gloves. It's like I expected it.
Okay.
What about the anything can?
Anything can. I would say if you are a person that wants to cook, typically you love food.
Okay.
The person you're chasing, the person you're dating, the person you're married to, most probably doesn't care so much for food. So that's I always find that
Oh, they want
interesting.
the run after, right? They're more interested in the run after the
so
meal,
there are
is it?
people that I just learned.
Exercising,
No,
yeah,
they
you know, it's
they
important to
don't
keep fit.
feel like food needs to be delicious. They just
Oh,
feel like
okay.
it just needs to.
Just it's sustenance.
Yeah, it's sustenance.
Yeah.
Oh
Okay.
man.
I would say like then it's fun to
Mm-hmm.
make them explore different things. Meaning like if to them it's always I've got friends that say they ate chicken rice for lunch for half a year straight. Because they don't need to
Oh.
think.
Okay.
It's just like I go down 250, done,
Yeah.
I'm full.
Yeah,
Doesn't need
yeah.
to taste good.
Yeah, yeah.
So then I would say for someone like that, if you are somehow there's still connection and like then you can let them explore different sauces, different meats, and then from there you can
okay.
find out whether they like it or not. You know, and then I guess that's a conversational starter. But doing that, you gotta remember that if they don't like it,
Right.
then it's fine. They can have their chicken nuggets and fries, instead. Yeah.
I was about to ask because we've been talking about Valentine's Day, right? And it's
Yeah.
been about steak, it's
Yeah.
been about cod,
Yeah.
it's been about salmon, it's been
Arr.
about chicken. In your mind, Valentine's Day,
Mhm.
Western or Asian?
Oh.
I tell you,
good question.
my nothing beats a steak with white rice.
Okay.
Seriously?
Yeah, so
Okay.
I
Okay.
found out about that when I went to Kobe. That was many years back. We went to a fancy. You're in Kobe. You got to
Yep.
eat Kobe beef, right?
Yep,
So we
yep.
went
Yeah,
to this
yeah.
fancy restaurant. We blew like $400 for the steak, right?
yeah.
We got ripped off. It was a tourist trap, but they served the steak with white rice, the short grain Japanese rice.
Yeah, yeah.
It was cooked. It's just a little bit of salt, a little bit of yuzu kosho at the side, and a little bit of wasabi.
And that's it.
And that's it. And it was so delicious. I eat steak with white rice. And if you go to Cut, I realized if you go to Cut,
Okay.
they do serve white rice.
They do.
With the steak?
You can order a side of white rice. And you can eat it with your steak. So it is a thing. And it makes sense because the steak is so fatty, especially like a wagyu.
Yeah,
so much fat. You need a neutral carb. Imagine matching a fatty wagyu with a fatty mashed potato. It can
Okay,
get
yeah,
too
too
much
much.
too fast.
Right. Oh gosh. Hey.
Hey, that sounds
So,
really
so
actually-
no
Things.
flavor is not a bad thing. Sometimes you need emptiness to then complement that fatty flavorful. Yeah, you see?
That is amazing. A steak with rice.
That's a great tip.
I have
It's a
never
good in
tried
between.
that.
It's like Western or is it Asia? I don't know. It's just
Yeah.
meat and rice.
Yeah. No, it's like a Japanese like beef bowl in a way,
Yeah,
kind of,
yeah, yeah,
right? But wow, that's genius, no? And I didn't know
That's
that
genius.
Cut actually serves just
I had
rice
no
like
idea.
that. Wow, now we know. See, now we're all going to go to Cut today. And
We're gonna
all
order
going
steak and then
to-
can I have more
and then
rice?
can
I hope they
rice,
sponsor
please?
me, like just invite me. Pay half my bill. That's
Please
all I ask.
sponsor half his bill, okay? Cut if you're listening in. Alrighty, we're gonna head on to our Facebook Live to carry on the discussion. Come and join us.
Just us and you.
Hey guys!
Hey, we've
What?
got
So steak with rice. That's my takeaway
That's a new
for
one.
today. Yeah,
That's a good one. Let's try that.
You know what? I will cook with my husband.
Yeah.
He can do the steak. He's actually
You
quite
cook the rice.
decent at doing steak. And then I just
Cook
switch
the
on
rice.
the rice cooker and I cook
The best rice, right, is the
Oh, what?
microwave.
Oh, the ones like this
So,
Korean bowl.
The Korean
kind of thing.
bowls one. So fun. I got this random facts in me lah.
Share it.
Korean rice is not allowed to be sold in Singapore. The only Korean rice that you're allowed to sell is the one that the
Is in the
microwave one.
micro-
Because
Why
I
is
had to
that?
do a campaign with this Korean board. And they're like, you must use all Korean products. And when we try to get Korean rice, we can't. So the only thing that we could use was the microwave one.
Really?
Yeah. And
As in,
Wow.
like, they keep it to themselves?
I don't know if they don't export, but Singapore doesn't carry that.
Really?
So if you go to
That's interesting.
and if you go to a restaurant and you order like Japanese rice, most of the time it's not Japanese rice. It's like Vietnamese short grain rice.
Oh, is
Because it's the same breed. It's a lot cheaper.
Okay.
Because Japanese rice
Okay.
does cost more. So if you want to eat, I would say a decent grade of truly Japanese rice, go to Donkey, and they sell the rice, bags of rice, about I think 5 kg is like $27.
And straight in
it's
from
a crazy good value for the flavor they get. It's very like one of those things when you eat and then you return back to maybe like your cheaper grade. I wouldn't say it's bad. It's just a lower grade or cheaper grade of rice.
Right.
You were like, oh, how come the food tastes less tasty?
I mean, it makes so much sense, right? Because, Japan is where you get the short grain Japanese rice. So they've had years of sort of like, breeding that particular, all those breeds of the rice. So definitely a lot of flavor in it.
And I found out by accident because when we were doing R&D for one of the restaurants, we wanted to cook scrambled egg with rice. And then that scrambled egg, so that has to use Japanese rice. If we use the Vietnamese rice, the whole dish falls apart.
Really?
It tastes cheap.
Okay.
So we were like, why like that?
Because there isn't that depth in flavor.
Yeah, so we change the egg, we check the butter. It's the good butter. Check the cream. It's the good cream. The sauce, everything is.
So the only
correct.
thing
The
is
only
the
thing
rice.
was the rice, and that's the highest cost item that we have in the whole dish.
Oh.
Yeah, so it's one of those things that you don't realize.
Interesting. I think you have to really go through the motion.
Yeah.
I mean, extensive research like you do, and just really taste it.
Yeah.
Wow.
For sure.
And but how after I taste it, I cannot go back.
Yeah.
That's it. Then
you're stuck
I
on.
got to work harder,
Yes,
and then
yes.
so that I can afford the good rice.
So, boss, she'll do all the weekend shifts for you.
See, wait, what? What?
Oh, no.
volunteering me, yeah.
You said you need
Another Andy, okay, this is Andy Yo, by the way. He says, what about hawker food for Valentine's Day?
Why not?
I think it's perfect. Why not? If you are two people who truly enjoy your hawker food, then hawker food for Valentine's Day. Why not?
Kill me online, but Newton Circus has delicious food. It
Okay,
really
no,
does
I
have
understand.
very decent the oyster omelette. Blue color signboard. I cannot remember
Blue
the name.
color signboard.
Blue colour signboard.
Tonight, don't go, no space.
It's so good. And like, what's wrong with hawker food?
No,
Okay.
I love hawker food.
It's like, it depends on what you like, right?
Yeah.
I think these two Andys are being cheeky. Here we are trying to encourage them, for Valentine's Day this year. Do
They're
something
trying not
from
to
the
cook.
heart. Cook simple. And like we've got Daren here teaching us how simple it can be. He's got our bags. And then these two are like, can order in? Can hawker food? Don't lah. You cheeky lah, these two.
So, another
Yeah.
thing is, Valentine's Day, we all think of couples.
Ah.
But then there are the poor people who are not connected to anybody.
Oh.
Right, who also want something special on Valentine's Day.
Okay.
They love themselves. They want something special.
Nothing wrong with
What's a good pantry to plate idea for a solo Valentine's Day?
Okay, so if you are, this can be any day you're feeling down and
Okay.
like you want to cook something nice for yourself,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Those days come for all
They
of us.
do.
Be it your wife is not at home, whatever
Yeah,
it is.
whatever.
I would say, try to cook something that is nutritious for yourself
Okay.
and have in your freezer items that can thaw well. Meaning, if it's like you could, like we were talking about cod,
Yeah.
you can marinate that and then put it. I would say vacuum pack it and then freeze it.
Okay.
On the day like Valentine's Day and you're feeling down,
Yeah.
you can air fry that from frozen.
Oh.
And you can still get a nice thing. You cook
Oh,
some
okay,
rice,
yeah.
cook some mashed potato, whatever it is, you get something nice. If you are like, let's say you are planning to cook for yourself, like you want to treat yourself,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Then it depends on what you want to eat, right? I mean,
Yeah,
I guess
yeah.
we
True.
talk about steak, we talk about like pasta.
Yeah.
How about cook yourself a nice, it's like a clay pot rice, but
Wow.
the meat and the protein on top can be something that is more. It doesn't need to be chicken.
Okay.
It could be lamb. It could be steak.
Oh,
it
that's
could be
good
something.
idea.
So you can cook your rice, get some nice stock. So it's almost like a chicken rice now. Okay?
Yeah,
And then
yeah,
from
yeah.
there you cook. Like I'm thinking lamb, a nice rack of lamb, and then you cook it to a perfect doneness, dice it up into small pieces, and then you mix it into the rice, add a little bit of butter, a little bit of soy sauce, flavor that boil up, add some herbs, and then you can eat. You cannot finish. Best thing is tomorrow still can microwave and reheat.
Can I just say that, Daren, you are very cruel because now I'm very hungry. Very hungry. The way he described that lamb chop, the butter and the soya sauce, I'm like, oh, just put it in my mouth right now.
How does one cook a meal this Valentine's Day? Because this is something that we have to realize.
Yeah.
Everything in Singapore is going up.
Oh
in
my
price.
goodness! Don't.
Everything is getting expensive.
Yes.
How do we cook that meal without feeling it's indulgent, without feeling we're overspending? But don't we need to buy really good ingredients, and that costs, right?
Yeah.
So, okay, of course, now like we are talking about if you want to save some money, just cook chicken. Chicken gets a bad rap because of how common it is and how much like it's so common to the point we don't think much about it. But chicken can taste delicious. Like, get a whole chicken. You can get even if like you don't want to spend, you get the cheapest one from the supermarket. And then you could marinate it. Even if you didn't have time, what you would do is so chicken, get some thyme, get a little lemon. What you're gonna do is the chicken, you're gonna salt it on the inside, and then put the thyme and lemon inside, and then bake it. This is like the first dish I ever cooked for myself. Bake it at 100 degrees for 1 hour. What this does is it's slowly raising the temperature of the chicken. After an hour, with the chicken still inside, you max out your oven's temperature, and that crispens the skin. You do that for about 15 minutes, and you should get a chicken that is fully cooked, still juicy in the center, and you get a nice crispy skin.
So you were saying salt the center,
salt the inside of the chicken.
The thyme goes in.
Thyme into the cavity of the chicken. Lemon goes into the cavity of the chicken. You can add some
lemon.
You could just put half in.
Half a lemon.
So basically, as it takes that long period, the oils of the lemon, the fragrance goes into the chicken a little bit, and so it's one of those dishes that. It's from a chef called Heston Blumenthal. Back when he was running Fat Duck, he had a YouTube series. So I watched that, and that was the first dish I cooked at home. Back when I was like in my late 10s, so like about 20. And then it was a staple dish because it's simple, it's tasty, and then you realize, chicken can taste delicious. And if you want it even better, then get slightly higher quality chicken. So in FairPrice now, they carry this brand called Akina.
Yes,
Akina feeds their chicken pineapple. And the breed comes from France. There's different grades of Akina. So get the middle grade. The pineapple one, it is a clean chicken flavor. It doesn't have that smell. You know, for people that are sensitive, get it fresh, get it that day off. You can salt it, put the thyme, everything inside. If you really want to be an A-star student, with the salt and everything inside, right, leave it uncovered in the fridge overnight. What this does is it dries out the skin.
So you can crisp it.
And then when it crisps up, it really crisps up. And then you get something that is, when you eat it, I remember, even till now, every now and then I'll bake a chicken. And for people that are like friends, the first time coming on place, we call it set A in my house. Set A. Set A is mashed potato, roast chicken, and then some form of vegetable. Because simple, and people tend to be like, I didn't know chicken could be like that. So
I mean, it's such a humble meat, right? And if you can do it right,
you know, like, okay, I eat a lot. I can eat a lot of chicken. So for me, I can eat half a chicken. So at least there's like 2 people's worth. But if you're a normal Singaporean, I think one chicken can feed 4 people.
4 people,
So I mean, even if it's $20 for one chicken, 4 people is like $5 per portion. That's pretty alright, you know.
That's really decent. And it sounds like a really great meal. I'll have me a set A, Daren.
Set A.
I can't wait to go to your house. Set A, Daren. Set A. Hey, we're gonna head back on air really soon as we carry on to share with you how are you going to really make this Valentine's Day special. Maybe you'll be cooking. Come and join us on air.
And that's another throwback on 1FM 91.3.
That was a very epic end to that song from Air Supply, All Out of Love. Yes. And we are having such a great discussion. So we've just picked up a great tip on, if you're worried that, it's going to cost a lot to get those cooking ingredients together. I don't know if I really want to cook for Valentine's Day. Daren just shared us a very simple recipe
the chicken,
using a very affordable ingredient, chicken, and how you can foolproof, get it right. So make sure that if you missed it, head on over to our Facebook page or even our YouTube channel to watch the whole interview.
All right. So this year, Valentine's Day falls, what, just before Chinese New Year? It does, right?
Yes, it does. It'll be like just non-stop feasting, right?
So we've got all this Western-style food that we've cooked for Valentine's Day. We're going to have leftovers. Can we tweak the Western leftovers into a Chinese dish for people who are coming to the house over Chinese New Year?
Okay, yeah.
I would say if you are buying like prawns now,
Okay.
the prices are crazy.
Yeah, man.
So if you're gonna get like a kg worth, cook what you want and then try to like, then you use the rest for Chinese New Year.
Yeah.
But if let's say, for example, for whatever reason, you decide to roast like a whole pig
Yeah.
for Valentine's Day, then we're gonna have a lot of leftovers, or like a whole OP rib.
Yeah.
Those any large chunks of meat typically become a very delicious fried rice.
Okay.
Or fried noodle.
Oh,
Okay.
really?
Yeah, so whatever the protein left over,
Yeah.
you dice it up and then you cook it into, for example, fried rice, or you can get some ifu min. So some, and then you braise it down, and when you add so much oyster sauce and soy sauce, basically the meat is more of just a texture. It doesn't really, you taste of meat. It doesn't have too much flavor. It still kinda
Okay.
can
Right,
get
right,
away with
right,
it.
right.
So I'll say if you really have a lot of leftovers you wanna use, turn it in, add enough carbs, you should be okay.
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 I like that kind of flexibility. That is a great idea. And it's just how this year is panning out, right? Valentine's Day and then like Chinese New Year. I just want to ask very quickly, how are you spending Valentine's Day, Daren?
I'll be on a flight to Australia. That's the
Hey,
best. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
you're
so
gonna
my
have your
parents-
Valentine's Day over there.
No,
Oh,
my
what?
parents
The
run
what?
a business, so they are dry goods suppliers, so they can't close throughout the year. The only time Singapore stops running, like all the businesses stop running,
Can
is
have a
during
break?
Chinese New Year. So every year we would travel
Right.
somewhere with the family. It's like a family tradition.
Right,
So
right,
this
right,
year we're going
right.
to Australia, going to Tasmania, and then Sydney. So that's gonna be Valentine's Day. You know?
Tassie is awesome.
That's so cool.
Tassie
Is it your parents' first time there? or
It's
not?
my first time in Tasmania too. Yeah.
Oh,
I've
you
never
love it.
been.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. And of course,
Very,
all
very
the good
special.
food that you
How
can
about you
have.
guys? What are you guys doing?
So apparently, my husband and me are supposed to cook lah.
Oh,
Valentine's Day meal lah.
Yeah.
Signed by FD lah. That's
Yeah,
why.
yeah, yeah.
That's why.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to be
Air
at the
fryers.
nearest hawker center.
Oh,
By
I'll just
yourself?
join you instead. Tell you what, you don't have to be alone. Gavin and I will join you. Okay. All right. So we actually had one of our ST colleagues, journalists, Yamini, actually come and talk about air fryers and there's one pot meals. Yeah. So would you consider someone a cook or they're cooking if they only use an air fryer?
I'll say if you use an air fryer
Yep.
and a microwave and you
Yep.
know how to use it, you can get delicious meals. There's no shape. An air fryer is just a hot oven, so it's just cooking things with an oven. Is about understanding how that works,
How that works.
and then doing it in a
Yeah.
way that is delicious. So if you it's not wrong. Like, you know, there's a shift. You back in maybe like 20 years back.
Yeah.
If you struggle in like financially, you will
Okay.
cook a lot at home. But now, if you are doing well,
Yeah.
that's when you have the time and the resources to cook.
Yep.
So like there are people with, I know people that cook solely on air fryers and microwaves, and you can get really decent meals.
So it's not cheating.
It's not cheating. It's just, I mean, if you place it in the oven, it's the same thing, right?
Same,
It
yeah.
gets cooked, right? Yeah, as long as it's
still-
not. Okay, it's cheating if you're buying an instant meal and chucking it into an air fryer.
Yeah.
That's when it's cheating. Like if it's chicken nuggets, then
Yeah.
you cheating lah. I mean, it's not
Okay
cook.
lah, okay
It's not cooking. That's called reheating.
Yeah,
Okay. So must be
Got it.
careful lah.
You start from raw, then cook, then
Yeah.
cooking lah.
Oh,
See?
okay.
Good.
Yeah. No,
We can all buy air fryers now.
and
I'm please, yes, I have I mean, Ninja is one of my like big clients, and I have like. At one point, I had 6 air fryers in my house. So
No
like,
way.
you want to know what's the best Ninja air fryer? Drop me a DM. I'll tell you which one to buy. Because there's like, oh, this one good for this person, that one good for that person. Then after a while, it's just like, okay. So then there's things that I like. I think there's still okay only.
Yeah.
But that's my favorite that I have. But I can't say it because
Really?
they're not marketing that now.
Yeah, okay.
But it's still
Okay.
being sold, so you can drop me a DM if you want to know
So
that.
yep,
Okay.
look for Daren on his Instagram at the Pantry Boy. So we're gonna hop over to our Facebook Live for a very exciting part. It's our quick fire fun questions.
Okay.
Ooh, so come and join us on our Facebook Live.
Why start your day any other way? FD and Lavinia.
Hey guys.
Okay, quick fire questions for Daren. We do this with everybody. You know how it's done. What's one luxury ingredient that you've cooked with that after tasting it you thought, you can do without it?
Foie gras. I don't
No,
get that.
no.
It's smelly.
No.
It's
What?
foie gras.
Foie
It's
gras.
just so
Maybe
like,
they fed the duck pineapple as well. Maybe not so
I
much.
know it's a horribly politically incorrect thing to say, but no.
I tried to love it. It's like I tried my best. I gave you so many chances. It never worked out well.
Oh, darn, man, didn't work
No,
out.
I know. My heart would so break a little when he said, no lah, foie gras is overrated lah. Ayo.
Have you ever cooked a meal that meant more emotionally than it did taste-wise?
Wow. For me, emotionally than it did taste wise. I saw that question when you sent me.
Yeah.
I don't. I think I've eaten meals that mean more emotionally than taste wise. So it's like someone cook for you a meal, and
Yeah.
like okay only, but
Oh.
okay only, but the effort and the thought behind it is like I appreciate it a lot.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool enough.
Ooh, can I just
Yeah,
break in this quick fire question? A comment from Winston on our Facebook page says, must do a cook together with Daren and Vanessa one day.
Yeah. Vanessa's my cousin. And she is an incredible cook. And seriously, the two of you need to get together.
Really?
She's the one. I think she sent me the Singapore noodles.
the Singapore
There was also
noodles.
something interesting is that she actually found her family recipe, and I did end up not shooting that because something interesting
yet
she
lah,
said.
just yet.
Just yet. Something interesting she said is,
Oh.
I was like, what's the difference between the Eurasian noodles and Hokkien mee? So
Okay.
basically, actually, she said the richer you are, that's when you can afford to make a seafood stock.
Yeah.
And then it tastes really close to a Hokkien mee.
Yeah.
And then when you are like less rich, that's when you see like the noodles being fried with just sauce
Yeah.
and water and
Yeah.
maybe chicken stock.
These are all traditions behind the noodles.
That
yeah.
is so
So
interesting.
that was like so interesting. I was like, huh.
You really
okay.
need to get together with her because she's very knowledgeable.
So is Winston like
Her
your
husband.
Oh, hi
Yeah.
Winston, hi Vanessa. Yes.
Okay,
Let's make that happen
your
one day.
spending style this Valentine's Day. Don't buy anything at inflated prices. I refuse to buy anything at an inflated price, or it's okay. I'm boosting the economy.
Wow.
I used to be don't buy, don't waste money, but honestly, do you really need to save that $50 or not? You know that if you
Wow.
wanted to, you would have. You should have, could have, would have, right? I would say like if you wanted to, then just do it. That $30 that you're gonna save, what's it gonna end up in? Huh? It's gonna end up in your something else, right? You're not gonna save it. So you might as well, if you really wanted to, like for example, if you know your partner really likes flowers, then just buy lah. Just do it.
It's once a year, twice a year.
Yeah,
It
once a
doesn't,
year. I mean,
yeah.
let it. It's fine, right? It's the thought. You don't need to buy the most expensive. Maybe you can get the small one, but then just do it. So it's like, if you don't know how to cook, and all you know, but your partner loves to eat out, like eat at some fancy restaurant, then get the set meal.
Yeah.
I don't need to go to the most expensive. You can find a reasonable middle ground
Yeah.
and be like,
Neighborhood
this is.
restaurants, yeah.
If you wanted to, that's what you would do,
Yeah.
right?
I agree.
Boy,
He's clever.
brought up well.
Yes.
He's a good man.
No, because learn from
Husband.
mistake. That's why.
Wow.
No problem. Learn from mistake.
Is there any, I don't know, last, if there's one thing you want all of us to take away from what we've discussed today about, hey, attempting to cook for Valentine's Day, what would that tip be?
Steak and rice, man.
No, yet.
So if you mess up, it's fine. There's always a way to fix a overcooked steak. There is a way to.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, like if it's so overcooked,
Yeah.
then dice it up. Get your microwave rice. Mix enough starch to it. It will be fine. Don't give up on your failed project. So it's fine if you mess up. Just don't get angry.
Don't
then
get
later
upset.
fight lah.
Aiyo.
Then after that, then this one sad. Then our Valentine's Day ruined. You know. So if you're gonna do something together and it doesn't come out well, if you're the receiving party, then just be gracious about it. Even if it's the Michelin tire of steaks, not Michelin restaurant, Michelin tire of steaks. Then chew a bit harder, cut a bit smaller, and just very nice. If you're the one that messes it up, then just be like, oh yeah, you mess up. If it's so bad, then order Grab. You know, like okay ma. Then just be like, haha, yeah. It's like I guess we wouldn't be cooking. You know, there's niceness to that. It's like don't put so much pressure. It's not make or break. It's the day to day. It's the effort. You know, it's fine. It's fine.
Everyone, take that phrase from Daren, whereby like if you were going to do steak for Valentine's Day and it turns out overdone, then you just go, this is Michelin tire standard. Not Michelin star, but Michelin tire. Try.
Shoot the arrow, then decide where you wanted it to land.
Very true.
Okay, we're going to wrap things up on air with Daren. Come and join us. And actually, we have got a question from one of our listeners on Facebook Live, and it's very interesting. It has to do with lobster and air fryer. What? Come and join us. It is not out of reach.
No, it's
being
Gabrielle.
Able to cook. Being able to cook on Valentine's Day. Thanks to Daren.
It's not out of reach.
The Pantry Boy. Remember his Instagram. Look for him, the Pantry Boy. DM him on, which is the best air fryer, right? If you want a recommendation. And also, if you have some heritage recipes, he's the man you want to talk to.
He's the man you want to talk to.
He's really interested, and the research that he does on food is just incredible. This is from one of our listeners on Facebook Live, from Daren. Can I cook a lobster in the air fryer?
Yes, you can. Or okay, so if you're getting a lobster shell, and for example, you're getting a live one or a frozen one, then thaw it fully. It's the same with crab. To release the meat from the shell, you need to get boiling water and drop it in for 30 seconds.
Really?
What that does is it doesn't cook the protein yet, but then you can remove the meat from the shell. So once you get that separation, all you need to do is to get it cooked to about 60 I can't remember, about 60 degrees each lah. So once you remove the shell, then that's when you can like cover it in butter, garlic, and some herbs. Lobster is a dish that, there's this belief that lobster is a manufactured demand product. Like it's not truly delicious. Because it's a tasteless piece of protein. It's not wrong. I don't agree with it, but it's not wrong. So when you cook lobster, you need to add enough fat.
You
and
do.
Like which is in the form of butter usually, and that's how you get it tasting good. So if you don't want to remove the shell, then let it thaw fully, and then you just slice it in half. So you get your half lobster, or you get your remove from shell, and then you just coat it in butter, some chopped garlic, some herbs, and then you can just air fry it till it's cooked. It might take maybe 200 degrees, 8 minutes. I'm feeling about 8 minutes seems about right, and then you let it sit, let it carry over cooking. And when you cut into it, if the center is a little bit translucent, that's where you really want it. It should be. That's when it doesn't taste like shrimp. If you're cooking it till it's fully cooked, it just tastes like prawn. So
then you might as well throw prawn.
So you just might as well use prawn.
So just to be sure, you talked about the crab, right? In order to have the meat separated from the shell. 30 seconds in boiling hot water,
crab
right?
is how I learned that is I had one of my first clients was Jumbo. So
cool.
They use their sauce, their instant pack sauce. So I said, I wanted to deep fry the crab and then cook it in sauce. They're like, no, if you deep fry, the meat will stick to the shell. So in Jumbo, why the crab the
comes
meat
out,
comes out is because they blanch. They don't fry.
So do I need to do this with the lobster before the air fryer? No.
So if you any kind of
crustacean,
so crustacean ish lah. So which is like your scampi and stuff, those premium lah. But you want to remove it, then blanch it in hot water.
30
then after
seconds.
chuck it in ice water, so that difference kind of separates the meat, and that's when you can get the nice piece. So you go to the fancy restaurants. Why is it? You get one whole piece of lobster without the shell. So some poor cook spend the morning blanching, must kill lobster first, then blanch ready, then ice shock, then slowly peel lah. That's the way it's done.
Okay, so do that before you pop it in the air fryer.
And then to finally cook it. It's just think of the air fryer as finishing it in the oven.
Yep.
It's
Oh, that's a great tip as well.
Another tip.
Daren, do you realize how much world peace you've brought about and are going to bring about this Valentine's Day because of all that you shared? It seems so doable.
It is.
But I will take up your offer in eating at the hawker centre with you.
Yeah, I
FD.
think so.
Daren, you can
She's-
come and join us.
I like the way she's inviting everybody. The whole world she's inviting.
Daren, thank you once again. And of course, keep a close eye on his Instagram. Really, it's a wealth of these beautifully shot videos that's going to teach you that cooking really isn't that intimidating. And he's got some great recipes up there. Really, you can learn a lot. Daren, thank you once again.
Thanks,
Thank
Aaron.
you.
1FM 91.3.